I'm Chris, and I'm directing You Haven't Changed a Bit by Donna Hoke. So what's different from this week compared to last week is that last week I was really focused on the game and the strategy and the competition and kind of embraced that new part of this. But then on Saturday night, I had an amazing time. It was everything I love about theater. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was reminded that the audience comes and they bring something entirely new and magical, and something that wasn't there before is there all of a sudden, and we create something with them. And that wasn't what I was focused on the whole week. So coming into this week, I took a step back and said, okay, what's important? That's what's important. We're gonna build something for Saturday night, and we're gonna give it to the audience. And that's more of what I'm focused on. It is really well built, right? I love structure, and every word in this is just necessary and moves it forward, and there's so much there. Well, I knew it would be a challenge finding older actors, but the 24 hours between getting the script and getting it cast was crazy. and again, I just had to take a deep breath and, you know, hope that the theater gods smiled upon me and the right people came, and they did, and I exhaled. It's so different working with more mature actors. They bring a certain richness, they bring truth, which is what I want on stage when I'm in the audience and when I'm an actor and as a director or producer. They have more truth experience. They can relate to an awful lot more. We've had all manner of pain and joy and connection and alienation in our lives. Like they're connecting whatever's happening in that story to something real. I've had to kind of revisit love later in my life that I wasn't expecting, and it was awkward. I love that we're making that real for our audience. That they can't deny it, they can't escape it, they can't, right? We don't like to think about that. Oh, mom, dad, that's gross, right? No, it's not. It's beautiful. And we're gonna remind people of that. In Eastern cultures, they venerate and elevate their elders. And I'm afraid that sometimes we condescend to our elders. We say, oh, that's cute. This is more than cute. Please enjoy You Haven't Changed a Bit by Donna Hoke.
Are you here for the
70th class reunion? I sure am, Lottie.
Oh, you recognize me.
You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Len Bennett.
Len, I apologize. I haven't been to any of the reunions, and I'm
I know.
nervous.
I've been to all of them.
Oh, I never felt the need.
Well, I'm really glad you would.
Well, the letters would come, and I'd put them aside and thought I'd think about him later, and I just never ended up coming. And
I'm so glad you did.
the reunion committee was a little hard to resist. Their letters were just consistent.
Well, it could be our last chance.
Oh, that's what they kept saying. Our last chance. But I suppose that's true.
You've been missed.
I have? Well, I haven't thought about high school in years. Or the people. Howie Peters. We voted him class clown. He used to make me laugh so.
He's gone. Emphysema.
Oh, that's awful. Silly, funny Howie. Oh, what about, I'd really like to meet Patsy Parker. We sat next to each other in homeroom. We used to laugh Parker, Parkman. Because of our names, we'd be joined for the rest of our lives, but I haven't seen her since high school.
Yes, she's dead. Just died recently, actually.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, now I really miss her. That big-toothed smile, remember that? Oh, Mary Albright, was she?
Liver cancer. About 20 years ago.
20 years already?
Well, yeah, she ended up marrying Carmine Jackson. Carmine Jackson. Remember him from the football team?
That smoothie. I never thought he'd settle down. Is he here?
He went before Mary. He had Alzheimer's.
That's the worst. I thank God for my mind.
If you've got your mind, you've got your life. Mary had a tough time with him.
I should have written her a note, but I didn't know.
Well, she got the cancer right after.
Poor thing. My husband had cancer. It's been about 5 years.
I heard. I'm so sorry.
I
wanted to send a note, but I didn't think it would be appropriate.
I never thought I would have to start getting used to remembering that life. The one with him in it. Oh, maybe my mind really is going. High school seems so many lives ago. Oh, the reunion committee must have had some time getting people to come.
Oh, well, a lot have been coming all along, and so we sort of kept track.
I've really missed out, haven't I?
Well, I don't know. You know how it goes.
No, not really. Tell me.
Oh, well, the first one, 10 years. There was a lot of remember this and remember that and catching up and who had kids and what kind of work you did, who made it, who didn't dare show up, who got fat. 10 years later, we were all fat. And then there was we started counting up divorces and remarriages. And then he started again.
Carmine,
right.
All the big football games.
Right, start talking about those again. And then we put on a slideshow, and all of us jumped in, remembering this, remembering that. And then the next one, I think that's when we all started talking about how old we were getting and how it wouldn't be so bad to be back in high school again. Then we started losing people. I don't know. After that, I think we were just happy to have each other and to share memories that reminded us of who we were before we were walking so slow, before we didn't have that life dreams, before the first time we fell in love.
Benjamin Brack. Now, he had a name for the pictures, didn't he? I don't suppose
98. Gehrig's.
Oh, I wish I'd known that. I really wish I'd known that.
Well, I kept in touch with him over the years. If it helps, he remembered you fondly.
As I remembered him. Where does the time go?
Flutters by like a butterfly. Beautiful. Fleeting.
That's very poetic, Len. And sad. Sad for me and Betsy and Ben and Patsy and all the others. I remember them so young. And sad that there's nobody left to remember me that way. A sweet-faced girl instead of this old lady.
Oh, I do.
But I don't
You
know
liked blue sweaters.
Yes.
I liked you in blue sweaters.
Len, you're making an old woman blush.
And you braided your hair every Friday.
Well, that was when it was getting dirty.
Do you remember when I interviewed you for the school paper? You were protesting that girls weren't allowed to play sports. It was right after the war, and you said that you were looking for some kind of new cause.
I said that? How self-important you must have thought me.
Oh, no, not at all. I took pride in putting your views into the Trumpeter.
The Trumpeter? I haven't thought about that for years.
Well, you were busy then.
Oh, you saved them.
Well, my earliest bylines. I don't like to let go of things.
Leonard Bennett. Len Bennett. Oh, my. You're Lenny Benny. Oh.
Nobody's called me that since the last reunion.
You sat behind me in English class for 4 years and always asked me how my weekend was.
Yes.
Oh, and you smelled like Menon.
That was my dad's.
Oh, you asked me to the high senior ball, but that was before you knew Benjamin had asked me.
Yes.
I wish I would have recognized you.
Well, it's been a long time.
Oh, but you recognized me.
You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, what am I going to do? People are going to come and they're going to recognize
Lottie?
me, and I won't recognize them,
Lottie.
and I'll be so embarrassed.
We're it.
What do you mean?
We're it. We're all that's left of our class.
That can't be true.
It's true.
What? They insisted that I come, that it would be my last chance.
It is our last chance.
The reunion committee.
I was the reunion committee, Lottie.
Just you?
All by myself.
You sent all those letters?
I wanted you to come.
So there's no reunion.
Yes, there is.
But you just said...
I have reservations for 2 for dinner. Would you join me, Lottie, in the 70th reunion of our class from PS 92?
Just us?
Just us. And our memories.
Go back on and back.